Everybody, it's November 1st, 2018, start of a new month. Going to show some trades today. I feel good about today's session, not just because it was profitable, but because I really feel I stretched myself as a trader. I was in some trades that required a lot of patience and kind of a lot of nerve, and I didn't like exit prematurely or anything, and I kind of stayed the course, and you'll see what I mean in a minute, but I'm going to go over some of the trades now. First trade, this is in real time, was a few minutes after the 10 o'clock news. We were breaking through this little low here. You can see a lot of momentum picked up, and I got my first 20 ticks right there. Order filled. Second trade, which is a second wave breakout of this area, broke through this area. Again, lots of momentum. Target filled. Another 20 ticks or so there. Now here was something interesting. After that extreme momentum down, out of nowhere, price starts just exploding up. Somebody may have said something could have happened, which is why, again, I say you cannot get married to any particular direction. You can see here that our longer term charts just don't really give you any clue what's going to happen moment to moment. Okay, so going with the new flow, the new direction, I popped a little move here, and that's a 40 tick target I have set, and I felt the momentum could get us there, and it does. Another one I went into up a little high, so I broke even pretty quickly to reduce my risk, and it kind of moved down right after that, so I'm glad I did. So right after that, we pulled back, found a little support, started moving up. I thought maybe we were getting a little second push up. And you can see I try to time my entry the best I can. And that one got me a little nervous, so I got out at break even. Tried to re-enter, thinking we were going to get more of that upward push. I immediately realized that was a mistake, moved my target to break even, and that was a loser. So an immediate shift in direction. We're moving down. Now, keep in mind, this is right after that extremely strong push up. Market's very schizo. I try to be as adaptable as possible. Now this one, watch what happens. It pops up, and an NQ, you have to withstand sometimes these little, you have to take heat because you get a lot of bouncing. And it comes back down, and almost a 40 tick winner there. Tried for another one of my M-shaped second waves. This one did not work out. You can see it pops up. I get out before the stop is hit. About a 25 tick loss. I knew if these tops were taken out, this was taken out, we could resume that upward momentum from a little earlier. And you can see this is real time now. It really takes off. Not speeding this one up. This is a got about 30 something ticks there. Tried to go into a little breakout trade here. Didn't like it, moved my stop to break even, and got out basically at break even. Alright, saw the price pulled back to this swing, formed a V, Looked like it was going to make another push up. And you can see, you know, when something fails, people take profit. You get these swings on NQ. So when people tell me, you know, oh, I can trade it with a 10-tick stop loss, I'm like, okay, well, you're better than I am. Because it just has too big of swings generally to do that. 25 ticks, 30 ticks is a more reasonable stop loss. Okay, you can see I moved my target to here, so it didn't really have to break through here, because you can't guarantee always a breakout.
Target filled.
And you can see it starts popping down here when it hits this. So I'm glad I took my target there. Kind of a feel. I didn't think it was getting through there on that run.
Order filled.
Okay, as I saw it approaching for almost the 4th time, I had a pretty good feeling this time it was going to smash through. Now, again, these aren't the best trades to take. I call this like a battle zone, and if you see what happens here, it starts popping up and you're like, okay, yeah, yep, it looks good now. Oops, starts moving against me. And it's, you know, gets into this realm, starts popping up again, moving back down. And normally I would have gotten out of this trade, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to hold it. And it finally hits the target.
Too much fun. Jeez.
So that was a pretty good hold. Kind of a stupid trade here. We had already moved up way too much. I went in for a little more. I didn't see a lot of resistance in the way. And you can see, look at this. It misses my stop by no more than 1 or 2 ticks. And it keeps threatening to hit it, and I'm like, I don't like this, because I was having a really good day and didn't want to take a big hit. So I moved my target to break even and kind of hoped it would move back up, and it did. So I got out at break even.
Order filled.
Okay, took an entry here. Looked pretty good. Put my target, real easy target I thought it would be. And it comes within 2 ticks of hitting my target. I put my stop to break even, comes within 1 tick of hitting that. And I get out with a very small win. Now it starts popping up. This is in real time. And here's one where I really thought it was going to go. And I'm forwarding this a little. And look at that. Again! Almost hits my stop. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. So again, I've got my target to break even. Geez, hope it goes up. I mean, that downward move was fast. And then I said, you know what? If it gets back up this time, I'm going to decide whether I want to get out at break even. And it's popped, and this time it popped full, like, I think 40 ticks or close to that. So again, another uncomfortable trade that in the past I definitely would have gotten out at break even, and instead held through it. Real quick, at about 11, I was seeing one of those 11 o'clock pushes on crude. And yes, for those who don't know, I trade crude oil too. This, in case you were curious why my thread's called the Crude Dude Trading System. Just gotten more into NQ lately. This one I was going for about 15. It missed it by about a tick. I moved my target to 10 ticks. And that won pretty good. Okay, last trade of the day. Saw a little bit of a W formation, got into that, had my target originally set there. Scroll through this a little. This trade was a little bumpy. Broke even pretty quickly. And then you can see I moved my target to grab a little bit more because my thought was this time it could break through those little highs. And it does. So that's the end of the session. I was proud of it because I held through some very uncomfortable moments. My stop placements in some cases were very good because I came within a tick or two of being hit twice and it didn't hit my stop. So, all right, that's it.